know that the two individuals who were killed were equipped with weapons and appeared to have access to additional weaponry at their homes.
In America, guns kill an average of 36 people a day.
We met with Brad Rogers, a local gun shop owner.
All the steps prior to purchasing a firearm.
You talking legal steps like background check type steps, or how to select a firearm? Background check?
Yes.
Background checks. What you do is you fill out form 4473, and what that does is it is really just a very good background check on who you are. So if you have a common name with a bad guy, we need to make sure you're not the bad guy, if you know what I mean. The other things, to buy a long gun, you have to be over the age of 18. To buy a handgun, you have to be over the age of 21. You can't buy for another person. You can't buy for felons, obviously, things like that. Pretty much, I have you fill out form 4473. Then I call the FBI. They check out your information, make sure you're not a known bad guy. And if you're not a known bad guy, you're out the door in 5 minutes.
More people died in 2 years of civilian shootings than Americans that died in the Vietnam War. We met with Chief Deputy Chris Newton.
I'm Drew. Nice to meet you, Drew. Good solid handshake.
What do you do when approaching a person that has illegally acquired a firearm?
When they've illegally acquired one, cautious. I mean, I think that's be the key. Most people who have a firearm are not, I would say, criminals or bad people. But in today's age, we just got to be very cautious. That's why we wear the bulletproof vests. We always have our hands on our guns just in case, and we make sure that they put their hands up, and we take the firearms from them, and then we kind of go from there.
The Gun Control Act required more record keeping from gun dealers and made new laws such as the mentally ill are not permitted to own a gun.
The Crime Control Act banned weapons on school grounds and assembly of illegal weapons.
The Law Enforcement Protection Act made armor-piercing ammo illegal.
This tragedy reminds us of our obligation to do everything in our power together to keep our communities safe. We know that the killers in San Bernardino used military-style assault weapons, weapons of war, to kill as many people as they could. It's another tragic reminder that here in America, it's way too easy for dangerous people to get their hands on a gun. For example, right now, people on the no-fly list can walk into a store and buy a gun.
In 2012, over 17 million gun purchase applications were filed in America.
In 2008, guns were used almost 1 million times for self-defense.
What do you do when approaching a person that has illegally acquired a firearm?
When they've illegally acquired one, cautious. I mean, I think that's be the key. Most people who have a firearm are not, I would say, criminals or bad people. But in today's age, we just got to be very cautious. That's why we wear the bulletproof vests. We always have our hands on our guns just in case, and we make sure that they put their hands up, and we take the firearms from them, and then we kind of go from there.
Since 9/11, America has been a target to many terrorist groups. There have been 207 terrorist attacks between 2001 and 2011.
Shootings occur more in places where civilians have less guns, as the shooters are afraid of being shot. This is why many shootings happen in California, where the most strict gun laws are in the country.
No, just the age factor. The background check is the same.
What might prevent someone from purchasing a firearm?
Lots of things. Being a felon, being a fugitive from justice, being a drug addict. What else? Being convicted of misdemeanor domestic violence, renouncing your U.S. citizenship, being adjudicated mentally defective, which means a judge has put you into a mental institution, things like that. And of course, being underage or,
Many people believe that gun shows should have more laws protecting against criminals purchasing guns.
However, records show that most places where criminals buy guns is through illegal dealers, not shops or gun shows.
This makes places where guns are more restricted are more dangerous, as the criminals don't buy their guns through shops or shows.
This is why areas where civilians have more guns have lower murder rates. as terrorists fear being shot.